Hi, I'm live. Hello, everyone. And just going to move the camera a bit. Okay. So today, we're going to talk of light and dark, the healing energies of light and dark. Hang on, there's a smudge on my screen. How to find our inner vampires, energy vampires, not as a bad sucky vampire, but as a archetypal energy, our archetypal vampire energy, and how to connect and work with our vampire teeth, these two teeth here, how to energetically work with those, to connect with our sexuality, and for that sexuality to release through the whole body, so it connects to the earth, so it works through the body, through the brain, through the top of the head to the higher self. So that's mainly what we're going to do today. Stay till the very end, because we'll be doing a meditation, a guided meditation, to take you on that journey, so you'll always be able to visit that and do that. And we'll have a little bit of an intro to it to bring the energies in and explain everything. So this is my video blog. I'm doing these most days. They're live. If you want to watch any of the old ones on my Facebook page, group, Free Learn Holographic Breathing, there's a list of them then. Or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell, and then you will know when they're on. I think 2 people are listening, actually. I've got a big 2 next to 2 people. So hello, you 2. Glad you're here. I think it means people are here. 2 people are here. So we're going to have a little talk about this circuit that relates to our archetypal or archetypal vampire energies. These movies they have of vampires, people like those and watch those because they can feel them inside. Hi, who I can't, Eliano D. Hello there, Eliano D. Nice to meet you. That vampire energy relates to something inside of us. It's very sexual. Have you noticed how vampires have a very sexual quality to them? And they're perceived of as bad. They're the demons. And then in the good box, you have the clergy in a way, because you fight them with a cross and you fight them with holy water. And it's this fight against good and bad. And I've been working with this in my meditations this morning. And I'll give you the lead into it so you know where it's coming from, and so that you can come to the webinar if you want. This Sunday we'll be running a webinar. And I was working with the energies of Chequers, which is a sacred site where the Prime Minister in England lives. And we're going to be working with the blue energy chalice this Sunday. And the blue energy chalice relates to the kidneys, the adrenals, the bladder, and the penis and vagina. And this is it heals our sexual energy. It also heals the whole nervous system and all these tiredness diseases. It is a circuit for our time. It's quite bunged up in a way. So we release that and heal that at Chequers and in us. And I was working with it today, the sacred circles there, and working with, if you face one way in the circle, it will bring in the energy through the back of the body into the kidneys and adrenals. And that's like a dark energy coming in. And if you sit in the circle the other way, you're facing the other way, and the energy comes in more through the front of the body into the kidneys, adrenals, or into the bladder and vagina, and it's more light. And the light isn't good and the dark bad. They're both good. They both, you can cultivate with both of those energies. Both of those energies come into you and rise through the body. So you don't have to do a good, bad thing. And so we'll be working with this whole circuit that we'll be describing today, and the energies of this are incredibly healing, profoundly healing. That this circuit is our sexual energies are generally held because of people don't really know their sexual energies because they're told so many things, like from religion, like from their parents, like from advertising how you should be sexually. Everything is pulling us here, there, and everywhere sexually, and there's these role models, but it's not really our true sexuality. And this circuit unfolds that sexuality. There is the sexuality of the penis vagina, but also the bladder has this kind of very psychosexual energies. The kidneys are a lot to do with our sexuality and governing our sexuality. The adrenals also very sexual. They have different qualities as well, but there is this strong potency orientating to a certain quality of sexual energy that can release through us, connect to the higher energies, connect to the earth. It is a channel. It is not just our sexuality. It's all levels of that, connecting to the higher self, connecting through the body, connecting through those organs, connecting to the earth. And in the webinars, we work with the different places that it relates to. It relates to energy points through our body that we work with in holographic breathing. And on my website, there's a link below. On my Facebook page, there's a link to that. There is free videos to learn holographic breathing, so you can learn it. But anyway, let's start on this journey to find our inner vampire energy. Notice how there's a bit of all vampires, they suck. Well, no, it's not true. Well, they do that. Okay. And but as an archetypal energy, there's a deep sexuality to them. It's part of our sexual energy, and that may have become a bit taboo, and people may be a bit scared because there's a bit of a darkness, because there's a light and the dark. But I'm teaching not to be scared of that dark, to find your inner darkness and use that as a healing energy. It is a healing energy. The clergy have tried to go for the light, but notice what they do sexually. I'd rather be a vampire, to be honest. But actually both should come together and make one light. There's a bit of charge in me, not that I was abused or anything, about, you know, the Catholic Church and the priests and what they've done through the years. And basically, for me, that has come about through suppressed sexuality. That's my thought on it, and still going today. And if it was, to a certain extent, and if it was never brought out as it was in the kind of, I don't know when it was, the noughties, I think, when it really came out, was in, I think it'd still be going on. So right back in history, the church has always had their orphanages. So anyway, we'll leave that subject for a bit. And we're going to find our inner vampires and the light and the dark within us and our own sexuality. I'm going to tell you of a dream, and we're going to use that as a way of connecting to our inner vampires, that archetypal potency. And this, long time ago, about 30 years ago, but it was a marked dream. It was one of those dreams that was real. And I was being chased by an evil energy. And it was like this cloud of energy, and I was running away from it, and it was following me, and I was running away from it, and it was following me. And I taught myself in my dreams, if I was being chased or something was going to get me, I'd turn around and let it take me. And there was never a bad outcome. You just just dissipates. So I turn round and I let this big cloud of whatever nasty energy, not nasty energy, but I can't remember the word, but evil energy, because it had that again, that bit church equality, good, bad, evil, good. So evil came, got me. I didn't die, but I became a vampire. Or did I? Not quite. I wasn't quite a vampire. No. Oh yeah, I was. I think I was anyway, but maybe totally vampire a bit later in the dream. But suddenly I could fly everywhere. And you know, when you get these flying dreams, that's to do with the adrenals. That's the quality of the adrenals, which is the highest point in this circuit. And rather than just flying, I just whoomph, and I was somewhere else, and then whoomph, and I was somewhere else again. And I whoomphed, and it was just like one of those, I've forgotten the name, vampire movies. A big castle high up in these mountains, came straight in through these kind of doors that came, big glass doors that came out onto a balcony into this bedroom, a four-poster bed, and in the bed was this lady with, beautiful lady, golden, long, curly locks, and she was in bed with this kind of sheet over her, and energetically, you know, she was pulling me in. So I thought, fine, I can go with that. So I got pulled in, and I was in bed next to this beautiful, beautiful maiden, and I was a vampire. And I was sitting there next to her, and I could feel this vampire energy, and these two teeth started to grow. They started dropping down. To start off with, I thought we were going to do it, but then these two teeth started growing. And it wasn't that the teeth were growing. It was like the teeth were a little cap, and underneath the teeth, on each one was a penis. And those penis were becoming erect, and the teeth were dropping down like this. You could feel this erect penis getting more and more sensitive and aroused as these two teeth dropped down. And so she thought she was going to get laid, and I turned over and could not resist. Just into the side of her neck. And the pressure of the skin up on these two erect penises in my teeth, and I had this huge orgasm from both teeth and the whole mouth and through my whole body, boof, 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 and through my whole body. And at the same time, ejaculated. You know, it was a proper, you know, do it all wet dream. And it was like, whoa, and I woke up, I thought, oh my God. And the words that went through my head was, that was the best time I've ever had with a woman. It felt spectacular, I have to say. It really did, the orgasm. Whoa. And so I never thought I would be using this to teach holographic breathing. But this area in the blue circuit, we work with across here and all around here, and it's here as well, and here, and different places in the body, but majorly to start off with, we're working with this here, where these two teeth come up into here, because the teeth are there, but the roots are right up into here, which is the inside of the nose, that upper face of the nose and into the corner. This area is to do with the penis, vagina, and then it's coming out here into the bladder. And where the teeth are, it's right in the joint. So as you feel the roots of those teeth, and if you imagine them as little penises, or for women, it would be a vagina, or their clitoris is growing when it's dropping down, then not only does that area energetically connect, but if we relate it to that visualization, it just makes it a bit stronger. So we are going to do that meditation, and it's really good if you already know holographic breathing. If you don't, it's okay to do the meditation, but go to my website, click on the front page or on the video page, how to do holographic breathing. There's a 10-minute tutorial to learn holographic breathing, because it will connect you to this. There's a movement of the jaw, so it really strongly connects you into the whole thing, and it just works with it really good. So we're going to do that meditation, and rather than it coming out sexually, we're going to let it go off. We're going to let the energies connect. I'm going to teach you how to connect to the adrenals, how to connect to the blue energy centers, and just go through it. Rather than it taking it through a too sexual route, we'll let it connect, and then we'll just keep letting that sexual energy release through our body as a healing energy to heal all of those organs, to connect to the higher self, connect to the earth. So if you want to stay with me, that's great. And here is that meditation. So make yourself comfortable and gently dropping into the holographic breathing. And we're going to start off with a little way of grounding ourselves and connecting to the higher energies. And also some people may feel they want to be protected in some way. It gives you a bit of a protection. So and that is not from something bad, but just so you're working with appropriate energies for yourself. So gently breathing with the holographic breathing. Send a smile to the earth and let the earth say hello back. Allow yourself to connect with the earth. And then send a smile, a hello, to the higher self. And let the higher self say hello back. Allow yourself to receive from the higher self. Notice what that feels like through your body and through your energies. Gently breathing with the holographic breathing and asking the earth and the higher self to be with you and a guide through this whole meditation. Breathing gently. Now, if you feel up your abdomen till you come to the very middle, the ribs, and where the sternum is starting, just in that very central bit, the upper bit there, you come up maybe an inch onto your sternum. That is where the top of your adrenals are. People think the lungs start at the bottom ribs. They don't. The lungs are much higher and the diaphragm rises up around the lower rib cage. But if you go back from that point in either side, that is the top of the adrenals. So gently breathing with the holographic breathing, feel that place at the very base of your sternum, maybe slightly up from that, and directly back from that on either side of the adrenals. And then for 3, maybe 4 inches below the 2 adrenals, you've got the kidneys, which go down to the very lower ribs and maybe a little bit out under the lower ribs. And just gently breathe. That's your adrenals and kidneys. That's where they are. There's pipes coming from the kidneys down to your bladder, which is inside the pubic bone. And then below that, most people know where their penis and vagina is. You have the penis vagina ending that. So gently breathing with the holographic breathing, feeling that place in the front, dropping back and being aware of that area of the kidneys and adrenals. And the adrenals is the archetypal energy that connects you to your, is the energy that connects you to the archetypal type vampire in yourself, that energy of the vampire. Now, it's not a bad energy, it's just an energy. They don't go around killing people, it's not true. At least I don't think they do. Being back, breathing with the top of the kidneys and the adrenals. And you can Let the energy come to them from the front of your body. Notice that's quite white and light. And you can let the energy come to them from the back of your body and notice that's darker. And you can feel below that you've got the kidneys, then below that you've got the bladder, then the penis, vagina. This is all one circuit. So feeling your adrenals and feeling that darker energy coming in from behind, this is a good energy. This is a healing energy. And then, after a while, with that energy, start becoming aware of your vampire teeth. That area in your mouth and your gums where your vampire teeth are. And feel up into the roots of your vampire teeth. They go right up to the nasal passageways, right up to the sinuses. And rather than roots, imagine a little clitoris or two little clitorises or two little penises under those teeth. You might start twitching a bit. And as you breathe with the kidneys and adrenals, they start coming more alive. And as you feel up, as it comes up into the nasal passageways, up into the sinuses, you may feel that energy releasing through your face and your head. And as it comes up to the top of those teeth and into the nasal passageway, you may feel it connecting right down into the inside of your pubic arch, into your bladder, and into your penis and vagina. So as you feel up there towards the inside of the sinuses and the lower face of the nasal passageways, and that energy releases, notice how this relates to the inside of your pubic arch and that whole energy of the bladder, the penis, vagina. The bladder has a sexual energy as well as the penis and vagina. Notice that connection. You can let those teeth start growing. You can start feeling the penises growing or the clitoris is growing and those teeth starting to drop down. Rather than biting someone, just being aware of that energy and aware of that energy in the bladder, penis, and vagina. And every so often dropping back into your adrenals, into your kidneys. It really emanates from the kidney, the adrenals, this energy. And your growing teeth. And that may start building up in the bladder and penis, vagina. It's kind of a psychosexual energy in the bladder, and it's kind of a grounded sexual energy in the penis and vagina. Letting that build up with the holographic breathing that's opening and closing around those teeth. Let it build up for a while and then let it release. Let it release from that area up through your body, up through your head, up through your back, up through the kidneys and adrenals. Let it release. So you let it build for a while, connecting to your vampire teeth, the roots of the vampire teeth right up into that area of the sinuses and nasal passageways. Let that release. Let it release in the bladder and the penis, vagina. And you can use those two teeth as a kind of little guided missiles to go right up into those points. And those 2 points are right between the penis, vagina, and bladder. If you come more into the middle of the nose, very sensual, work towards the middle of the kind of base of the nasal passageways on the front of the nose, this will move you down into the penis, vagina. Then if you move out sideways to the sides, this will bring you more up into the bladder. But they both have this sexual energy. And then let that release through the body, to the earth, up through the body. And breathe gently with the holographic breathing. So this quality they put in films is a healing energy in us. How to connect to your healing sexual energies from the adrenals. This will cleanse your adrenals. It will cleanse your kidneys. It will cleanse your bladder. And it will cleanse your penis and vagina. Gently breathing with whatever you're feeling. Let that energy keep releasing through you. If you bite someone, it becomes very sexual. But if you just let it build and then let it release through you, it's very, very healing, and it will clear your sexual karma. Will heal this whole circuit, which will heal your nervous system, your blood, help you relax, help everything receive and receive energy. So keep letting that build, especially in the bladder. When you come in onto the center line in the upper jaw and on the inside of the nasal passageways, it comes more into the penis vagina. As you go out sideways, it drops more into the bladder. It's good to really release between those two organs. So the energy of the bladder releases into the penis and vagina, and the energy of the penis vagina releases into the bladder. Gently breathing with the holographic breathing. Let that spread through your whole body. Let everything release and breathe. And in about a minute, we're going to come back, healing yourself with that energy, allowing it to connect to the earth, allowing it to connect to the higher self. And before we come back, we're just going to say thank you to the earth, sending a thank you to the earth, sending a thank you to the higher self. Letting the energies go off to the earth for love and healing. Letting the energies go off back to the higher self for love and healing. Letting the energies go to all sentient beings for love and healing. And you are a sentient being, allowing yourself to be loved and healed. And slowly allowing yourself to come back. So you can just sit in a nice space. I'm just going to talk for a while. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it. If you wish to take this further and really work with this whole circuit, all the different points in this circuit, cleanse through this circuit, especially the kidneys and adrenals, this will transform your life. Come to the webinars, or there's recordings of the webinars on my website. You can get those. You can go to my Facebook group. I'm posting these every day on that. Or just subscribe on YouTube and click the bell button. It'd be really great if people liked these and shared them. It'd be fantastic if loads of people joined holographic breathing. It's such a life-giving, wonderful thing. All right, everybody. So you should be relaxed and on your way back by now. Have a really, really good day. This is now coming to the end of this stream, and there will be another one tomorrow, and we'll have this 2-hour webinar Sundays 7:30 to 9:30 UK time. Come along, work with the energies of checkers. It's such a fantastic, the kidneys, adrenals, bladder, penis, vagina, they make a chalice, and we'll be working with that chalice at Chequers and in us. Truly mind-blowing, fantastic webinar. Come heal yourself. Come work with us on Sunday. All right, everybody. I look forward to seeing you next time.